Hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. Hopefully that's focusing. Illustrated by Gretchen, and there's her last name, so I don't butcher that completely. Alright, let's go ahead and get your stuff out here for Cancer. Down here, right there, down there, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's see how this is going to go. I have four cards face down, which, unless you haven't seen my readings before, it's usually like either you're not going to be able to see it coming, or it's going to change the landscape when it happens, but until it actually happens, it's not really going to make sense. Going into this situation, you're working diligently is what I'm getting. I wonder, I have a feeling for a lot of you this is work. I have a feeling for a lot of you. Because you're putting in your effort, you're diligently putting in what you need to do. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You got perseverance and you got balance. Like, this is my responsibility. This is what I signed on to do. Sometimes it's a little more strenuous than other times. It seems like it might be in one of those periods where there's a lot to get done, but you just keep going at it, you keep plugging at it, you get it done, you do what you said you would do. You're persevering through it. It may take a little bit extra effort. Some of you might be working extra hours if it's a business thing. But you're putting extra effort into it, but it's something like you normally do. You're being asked to do a little bit more. You're like, yeah, I can do that. I get compensated for it. I'll do it. It's fine. This is what's kind of like, ugh. This is in the environment. Trickery. You're being asked to do more, to put in more effort, to go a little faster, to do a little bit of this, to do a little bit of that. I feel like somebody is kind of taking advantage of you a little bit. But why is the question? What are they getting out of it? Because I feel like for a lot of you, if you're like, well, if it's a job and it's more overtime and I'm getting money from it, like, what do I care? Like, how are they taking advantage of me? My name is stuck on this stuff. I'm getting more money, you know, but I feel like there's something else that isn't right. Trickery is telling me, like, something is off balance here. There's choices coming forward. It's almost like instead of giving you a promotion, like it's almost like that's something is not right here. I feel like you're supposed to go forward to the next level is what I'm supposed to get from this. That's what I feel like I'm supposed to get from this. I don't know why we're saying it that way. Like, you're supposed to get something else. There's something else you're owed, and that's the trickery. You're owed something else. And I feel like they're keeping it, like, they're telling you it's busy, they're telling you it's this, they're keeping you occupied so you can't see what it is you're owed. There's an opportunity here for you. They're trying to keep out of your distance, out of your sight, out of your distance, out of your view of sight. I feel like that's what this is. The Two of Wands is telling me there's an opportunity here that you're not seeing because somebody else is trying to keep you busy so you don't see it. Too busy to see what's right in front of you. Face down card. Three of Wands reversed. This is making me feel like you have the chance to move forward, and you're not seeing it. Hopefully this comes to you at the right time. I feel like you have a chance to move forward, but there's trickery around you. It's almost like, for example, if this is a job situation, like they're trying to confuse you so you don't see, like if it's like literally on the billboard, they're keeping you away from it. So you're just too busy. Or they're putting papers over it, or they're like not sending out the email, or it's accidentally getting shuffled in with a different, like, I've seen people do this before. They send out a mass email with a bunch of things on it, and there'll be an opportunity there, but it's kind of hidden within stuff, so unless you're reading through the whole email, you're not even going to notice it. Something like that, like somebody's playing trickery because they don't want you to see an opportunity that you're good for, that you should have. But sooner or later, it will come forward to you. Okay, so I feel like it's like somebody's trying to keep you from seeing it. But then I'm seeing this come forward. Perception and miracle. Now, miracle, I'm getting like, just because somebody's trying to hide this from you, and you're being attacked by a cat, which sometimes happens, you get attacked by cats, unless you're, anyway, especially if you're me at this house right now. Miracle is like, I feel like they're saying, the universe is saying, well, how about it's right in front of your face? Like, it's almost like, for example, if it was on the billboard and people were covering it, you walk by this billboard just at the right time and a bunch of papers fall off. You start putting papers back up on there, and then you're like, oh, what's this? What? What is that? Something like that. Or somebody says, did you see that hidden in the email, that opportunity? And you're like, what are you talking about? Remember that email? Yeah, I mean, I didn't have time to read it. Well, in this part of the email was this opportunity. And you're like, really? Somehow, you're going to find out about this opportunity before it passes you by. But I also get like it becomes a little bit more stressful. It's kind of like, oh, wait, I want that. You have the quest coming out here in the center. Like, all right, that's my opportunity. I want to try that. I want to try to get that. Hey, don't miss me. I want my opportunity. I want my turn at bat here. I want my turn at bat. I want to try to hit the ball. Come on. I deserve it just as much as anybody else. I want my shot up at bat here. So, don't be walking away from me. Like, I feel like you're saying, hey. So you still get your opportunity. But the thing is, I'm not so worried about the opportunity because it seems like you're going to get it anyway. Who is trying to hide it from you and why? I feel like that's what you really got to find out. Who is trying to like pull the wool over your eyes? If I'm going to completely talk. Now, what comes in next? Okay. I'm getting a delay. I kind of like that because instead of this going against you and you're missing out on this opportunity, the Hanged Man shows up on your side. It's almost like the opportunity almost passed you by, you tried to go get it, and they're like, well, like the bus is full, so when the next one comes, you can try for the next bus. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, you want your turn at bat, but you got to get to the field, and they're like, well, this bus is full, you're going to have to wait for the next bus. That's the delay I'm feeling. Like, you can still go, it's just this current opportunity is kind of like, well, we're full right now. And it's not like it's not a completely like you're blocked from it, but it's like it's delayed. And you're realizing because somebody tried to stop you from getting it, you're realizing because you didn't see it when it first came out, that's why you have to wait. And you're not really happy about that, but you're not completely you're not completely distraught about it because it's not completely taken from you, but it's kind of like, well, if I knew this could happen before, I wish I took it because I'd like to move forward. This is that person. I don't know if you can read that card. I'll try to put it a little closer. You probably can. I can read it. Joy. Like, they derailed you for a little time, and they're loving it. They're going to try to do anything they can. They're going to try to keep it out. They're going to try to keep you from seeing it the next time it comes forward, too. This person's a problem because they're actively working to keep you from moving forward. They got the Magician next to the Joy. Like, they've delayed you. They're not giving up, though. They're going to try to completely derail you. They don't want you to have this opportunity. I don't see them wanting to take it. They just don't want you to have it. I don't understand what that's about. If they want to keep you in a certain position or they're getting something from you. Somebody doesn't want you to see this. They don't want you moving forward. At some point, you got to figure out who this person is. I feel like this person's your biggest roadblock. What worries about me is that you're not seeing it for who it is. You got impartiality with facade here. This person is nice to your face. This person is very nice to your face. You don't realize that they're doing this. They're very nice to your face, and they have every excuse in the book. If you said, oh, why was that hidden there? Oh, it was? I didn't know that was there like that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just how it got forwarded to me, so that's how I forwarded it on. They have every excuse in the book. Facade is telling me somebody's lying to your face. Somebody is lying to your face. And impartial is trying to, like, you're trying to see the best. You're trying to believe that it wasn't as bad as it was. If you want success in whatever this is, you got to figure out who it is. Who's benefiting from you being held back? Who's benefiting from this? somebody is like playing games and just they don't want you to see these opportunities because they don't want you to move forward. You know, it could be because they like you, they legitimately like you, and they just don't want to lose you as a worker or whatever it could be. Maybe it's a coworker and they don't want you to move forward without them. But this is not good. This is not right. Somebody's trying to like snake something around you so you don't move forward. If you can figure out who this person is, I feel like you can move forward. You just got to find out who it is. That way you can like keep an eye on this person. Maybe you just it's somebody who's really nice to your face is what I'm also getting. They're nice to your face, but it's a facade. They don't want you to move forward. They don't. If you can figure out who it is, I feel like you can get around it. I feel like until you find out who it is, it's going to be hard to get around it. So who is it? That's a good question. All right, I think we're there. Hopefully that helps. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.